Very good morning, students. Yeah, I am your Suni ma'am. Unfortunately, we could not meet each other in offline sessions because we know the situation outside, how the things are changing day by day. Cases are increasing. We are helpless in this case. That's why government has given permission for the students to be at home and learn their subjects through online. And anyway, it has extended the holidays for the students, but the university is definitely going to conduct the examinations for you. If not in the month of February, definitely in the month of next month. So we should be ready with the syllabus. We should be ready with our preparation and need to complete our task. So let me tell you one thing about the subject. Business organization and management appears to be very easy, and you need to give a proper preparation so that you can score good enough marks. So right now on the board I have written the syllabus for you students, and I am going to revise the syllabus because in classes, in offline classes, I have completed the entire syllabus. So I just want to send those videos important for you for the examination point of view. Before sending those videos, I just want to give a glance on the syllabus part, which topic you are going to get from which unit. So right now on the board, if you check, we have unit number 1, and unit number 1 is forms of business organization. And in this unit number 1, in the forms of business organization, we will have different topics. And the first topic that what we will have is economic and non-economic activities. Economic activities which are definitely involved with the name of money. So here we will use money as a mediator, and money definitely involved in every activity, just like the activity buying and selling, eating food at restaurant, going to doctor, paying the doctor's fee, and traveling, recharge of our mobile phones, recharge of our televisions, everything comes as a economic activity. So business is an economic activity which involves a word. If it is not there, it's not called as business, and the word is profit. So we considered business as an economic activity. Very good. When we are talking about economic activity, definitely we will have non-economic activity. Non-economic activity is such an activity where we will think to do some service, but we are not expecting the word money. Here this, money is not involved. So just we will have one-side transaction, and we won't take anything back apart from the satisfaction, love and affection. That kind of activities are called as non-economic activities. Students, in an examination point of view, examiner will ask you to write the differences between economic and non-economic activities. So when they ask the question of economic and non-economic activity differences, you need to write what is called economic activity and what is called a non-economic activity. And when you are writing the points on the economic and non-economic activity, you need to write some examples. Economic activity means buying and selling, traveling, purchasing a film ticket, etc. Non-economic activity, which is a part and which will give the satisfaction, there you can say that donations and mother services, father services, sibling services, giving money at orphanages, donating money to religious institutions, all these you can write. So this is an important question for 4 marks. And in the first unit itself we will have other topics also. Functions of business, objectives of business. So you should be very clear that what I have to answer. So business function, main function is obviously to earn profit. Another function production, another function manufacturing, another function marketing, Is it not? So you need to go through it step by step and you need to write its answer. So once the functions of business are over, social responsibilities of business. Earning profit is not only the function of a business. A business person has some social responsibilities so that they can be a part of the society. Enjoying profit by themselves is not called as a human function. So business persons has to think about the society. They need to develop the society. So we need to write answer for social responsibilities of business. Once this part is over for us, then we'll have forms of business organization in unit number 1. Forms of business organization in unit number 1. There we have sole trader, partnership business, Hindu undivided family and cooperative societies. 4 forms of business organizations are there. Number 1, sole trader. Number 2, partnership. Number 3, Hindu undivided family. And number 4, cooperative societies. So from these 4 forms of business organization, you are going to get one essay question. And business, economic activity and non-economic activity and functions and objectives of business and social responsibilities of business, you are going to get one essay question. So these are the 2 topics in unit number 1. Now when we are talking about the forms of business organization, just now only I have said sole trader. Sole trader is nothing but a single seller. The one who sells and runs the business singly, that person is called as a sole trader. So obviously when one single person is there, he will enjoy all the profits and he need to bear all the risk. So being a single person, definitely the person need to take individual decisions, and the decisions that what a single trader is taking, the decision might be very quick and appropriate decision. So when one person do the business, capital is restricted, and one person is doing the business, he may get the finance from other friends, so liability is unlimited. So these are the features as well as advantages of sole trader. More the part of disadvantages, because every coin will have 2 sides. So every concept has 2 sides. One is advantages and the other one is definitely the limitations or disadvantages or demerits. When we are talking about the single person, capital is very limited because one person, how much he accumulates. So capital is limited. That is the first disadvantage. Second disadvantage is that being a single person, he need to bear the risk. No one are ready to take the risk of him. So definitely it leads to tension. Is it not? So the single person has to bear the entire risk. Of course, another side is also there. You enjoy the profit. But risk factor is no. Another disadvantage is that the sole trader, it's a question mark that after his service and after his effort, if his family members are not ready to continue the business, the sole trader business will stop. It's a disadvantage. Along with this disadvantage, a sole trader, because of he is a single person, he can take the decisions very quickly. It leads to a wrong decision, because taking a decision quickly will not give a prosperous result. So it may be a disadvantage, because liability is unlimited. Sole trader business may not continue for a longer time. This is the information about sole trader. Now another form of business organization. I think we have discussed this in class. So my summary of the topic you are going to catch very fast. Shall I move on to the next one? Partnership business. In a partnership, the word itself is giving more than 2 persons if they come together to run a particular business, that business is called as partnership business. So in this partnership business, 2 or more partners will be there. So minimum number is 2 and maximum 200. So in case of business organizations, it is 20. In case of banking concern, it is 10. So partnership business generally made for number of people who are doing a similar kind of business. That you need to mention, students. Different people, they can't do different businesses and they say that it's partnership. So all the partners who are there, they need to do the business together. Same kind of business. And anyway, when more number of people are there, they need to share their profits and losses according to an agreement. So partnership firm need to make an agreement and they need to patch up and they need to run the business. Okay, and in partnership business, they'll make a partnership deed which consists of how many partners are there, what is the profit sharing ratio, if any new partner is admitted, what the new partner need to bring, if any partner retires, how to send the retiring partner from the partnership firm, how long the partnership business will continue, and if the time over or the termination is, if the stipulated duration is over, how to close the partnership business. If losses occur, who need to bear the losses? Everything are in a written form. So it is a choice of the partnership firm whether they need to register their partnership deed in partnership registration or not. It's their choice, it's not compulsory. But if a partnership firm registers itself, it's a best thing. And come to the point of advantages. Obviously, where more number of partners are there, more than 2 number, definitely all will work together. When all are working together, there will be quick work will go in a smooth manner without any interruption. Appropriate decisions are taken at appropriate time because more number of people are there. More capital can be accumulated. It's not just like a sole trader, because sole trader cannot accumulate more capital, but partners, because more in number, they can accumulate capital. And obviously, they'll run this business successfully because more people will work and they'll run it successfully. These are the advantages. And more than the disadvantages, where number of people are there definitely a difference of opinions. So, a decision to take a decision wisely in a right time, because of discussion among the partners, it may lack the time and they cannot take an appropriate decision at an appropriate time. That is a disadvantage. Second disadvantage or number of disadvantages when you count, unlimited liability. When partnership business is running on number of people's hand, limited liability will be turned into unlimited liability and no one are ready to pay the liability. So it's a big disadvantage. So a partnership firm appears to be with more number of people, but when time comes, when any crisis arises or if any issue arises, all partners want to be safe, which leads to disputes among the partners. Where disputes are there, they cannot continue. So it leads to wind up of partnership business. So these are the advantages and disadvantages. One more topic is that in partnership, that is kinds of partners. And the kinds of partners will have number of varieties of partners are there, different kinds of partners are there. We'll have the first one, active partner. I have seen you in class also, students. You used to be very active in the class. So I consider you, because your classroom is a partnership form. So as a partners in the class, you might have seen all are not with the same mindset. Some are very active. The one who is active in the class is called as an active student. Similarly, the one who is active in the partnership business, they are called as active partners. They'll take management into their hands, they'll take decisions, they'll run the business very effectively. So they are called as active partner. Similarly, active sleeping partner is there, nominal partner is there. We have partner in historical, partner in profits, and obviously we'll have minor partner. The minor partner, they may ask you for max. The person whose age is below 18 years according to the Indian Majority Act of 1885, that partner is called as a minor partner. Here students, you need to remember one thing. A partnership or firm can admit a minor as a partner. They can take the capital, they can share the profit, but you need to write one sentence that the minor partner is not be a part of losses. No need to pay losses. Minor partner can be active in decision making, can be as a member in running the business, but one condition that minor is not going to pay the liability of partnership. That's it. This is about partnership firm. A partnership over in unit number 1. Now move to cooperative firms. Cooperative firms are nothing but they are come together. Cooperative firms are of employee cooperative societies where all the employees come together and they save their money, and if any employee is in need of money, they give with a bit higher rate of interest. It is also such type of business organization, but here in cooperative societies there is much more chances for service than profit. They are not running for profits, they are running for services. Anyway, all the members can be the member of cooperative societies. They will deposit their savings, and when the requirement is there, they can take loan from the cooperative societies. Next one is Hindu undivided family. So as we have discussed this topic in class, Hindu undivided family that exists only in our country, where a joint family system is there, and the head of the family is called as Karta, and Karta will have all the powers to take decision about the Hindu undivided family business. And we have two kinds of schools in our India about the Hindu undivided family, Daibhaga and Mithaksha. Daibhaga is provided in 3 states, and remaining all states are following Mithaksha school. So when we are talking about this Hindu undivided family, being the head of the family, Karta will run the business, Karta will take the decisions. If any crisis arises, Karta is going to bear the risk. Remaining family members, they need to obey the orders of Karta because they don't have any role in taking decisions. So they need to just follow the statement of Karta. These are the advantages and features we can call. And remember, the disadvantages part of forms of business organization of Hindu undivided family. There we can see the efficient and skillful family member may not be recognized because Karta will only take the decision. No other family member will have a right to take decisions. And a skillful person and unskillful person in the family will get the same kind of treatment. So it is a disadvantage. Similarly, everyone need to work hard. And in Hindu undivided family, it's not just like other kind of business organization. A newborn baby can be the member of Hindu undivided family business. A minor is a partner, and a senior citizen is also a partner. So this is about a Hindu undivided family. This is about forms of business organization, unit number 1. Where you have 4 mark question as well as 12 mark questions. Right? Now move to unit number 2. Unit number 2 is Johnston Company. Very interesting topic. Very interesting unit also. Johnston Company is such kind of business organization where we have to give a definition according to section 2 subsection H I of Hindu Johnston Company. Johnston Company is an artificial person created by law with perpetual succession with a common seal. You write these 4 words. That's it. Joint company is an artificial person created by law with perpetual succession with common seal. This is for the joint stock company statement. So, joint stock company is an artificial person. It's not a normal person just like our human beings. It is just an artificial person. Who made this person? Law made the person. Company law has made the person because the law will make the all rules and regulations how to run a joint stock company. And this joint stock company has perpetual succession. It's not going to wind up or close or dissolve just like a joint stock company or partnership business. Because of the likenesses in those 2 businesses, a new business has came into existence that's called joint stock company. So it has perpetual succession means it will go on, it will run unless court give permission to wind up. So it has perpetual succession with a common seal. Common seal in the sense we have said in the first statement, joint stock company is an artificial person. Being an artificial person, do it has any validity of its signature? Who is going to do the signature on behalf of an artificial person? So that's why for every approval, a stamp will be given. That stamp we call it as common seal. This is about joint stock company and features are also. It's a artificial person, first feature. Next, it has huge capital, limited liability. Obviously, its management is in the hands of directors. Shareholders will contribute the capital. Decisions are taken in board meeting. Everyone will given the priority. And all the shareholders and directors will meet twice in a year. So that's about joint stock company. So when we are talking about the joint stock company, because it is a legal person and an artificial person, it need to submit certain documents. And the documents which the joint stock company has to submit is Memorandum of Association, Articles of Association and Prospectus. So what are the 3 documents? Memorandum of Association, Articles of Association and Prospectus. Memorandum of Association is external affairs of the company, outside team. Articles of Association is inside management, indoor management. Prospectus will say about the information of the company. And these are the 3 documents a company promoter has to submit to the company registrar. It's compulsory. If any of the document is not submitted, the company registrar is not going to give permission to start a joint stock company. So let us know about the Memorandum of Association. An important question for you students. So Memorandum of Association is called as an external management of the company, which consists of 5 clauses. Name clause, registration office clause, object clause, capital clause, liability clause. Again I am taking the clauses of Memorandum of Association. Name clause, and the name clause states very clearly that the name of the company should not resemble the name of another existing company. And the name clause says that it should not put any king or emperor's name. It should be the name which is not there ever before. That is about name clause. Next one is registration office clause. Registration office clause says that where the company head office and branch office are going to establish, they need to give the address of the head office. They need to say about the address of the branch office also. That's about registration office clause. Third clause is object clause. What is the purpose of starting a joint stock company? Some objective should be there or not. So what is the purpose of starting a joint stock company? They need to tell clearly about the objectives. Fourth clause is capital. How much capital is required to start a joint stock company? They cannot say that simply on words that I need 100 crores capital. Because joint stock company is a legal person. It should be set by rules and regulations of law. So that's why we need to mention very clearly that what will be the amount of requirement of capital. That is capital clause. Next clause is liability clause. See, this is an important clause, students. Why? Because we have seen other two forms of business organization, and the two forms are partnership and sole trader, where the liability is unlimited. There is no security for the creditors and eventual holders. So if any of the partner or sole trader become insolvent, the people who provided funds to them on credit basis, they all need to come on road. So to avoid that, what is introduced? Joint stock company. And the liability clause will say very clearly that whether the company is with a limited liability or unlimited liability. It need to mention clearly. And whether it is limited or unlimited, they should become under the jurisdiction of the court. So the one who provided financial assistance to joint stock company, they will be assured that their amount will be paid back. So a liability clause will say about the liability of the joint stock company. These are the 5 clauses of joint stock company. Got it? So you need to write these 5 clauses. And you need to write it in the concept of memorandum of association. This is called as external management of the company. Now let us focus on another document, articles of association. This articles of association is called as internal management, indoor management. Means how you want to run your company within the walls. Outside the walls is memorandum of association. Within the walls is a very difficult task. How we be outside we can survive, but inside it's very difficult because number of people are there, and we know pretty well that the management of joint stock company will be in the hands of board of directors, but not in the hands of shareholders. You will get it out. Owners should rule it. Of course, the real owners of the joint stock company are shareholders, but all the shareholders are not in one place. They are scattered around the world. So, the one who are interested, they can participate in the election of directors, and they can be the directors, and they can manage the joint stock company. So, management and control are different in joint stock company. So that's why we need articles of association. Articles of association is called as internal management or indoor management of a joint stock company. So in this consists of how many directors are there, what are the names of the directors, what's the capital requirement, how many shares are issued, what is the allotment money, what is the application money, how many times the company need to conduct the meetings, annual general meetings and emergency general meetings. Similarly, how many equity shareholders are there, how many preference shareholders are there, and what should be the agenda for company meetings. And once the K meeting is over, it should send its minutes to company register, and they need to mention very clearly that the address of the board of directors, everything should be stated. How the company should run, that should be stated in articles of association. Next document in joint stock company is prospectus. Prospectus is nothing but information about the company. If it is an existing company, the company need to publish its profit and loss account and balance sheet. If it is a newly commencing company, then you need to mention that the purpose of why they are going to start a new joint stock company. So prospectus should be prepared and they are given with the detailed information. It should be in the prescribed form as stated by the company register. And this prospectus should be signed by the directors, board of directors, and it should be submitted to the company register by the promoter if it is a newly formed company. Existing company means the directors can submit. This is about prospectus. And we have different kinds of companies: chartered companies, registered companies, public companies, private companies, Indian companies, foreign companies, like that. Please go through one after another. Okay, students, this is about Unit 2. And let me tell you one thing, students. You should be more careful when you are studying about joint stock company, because this unit is going to give you all together 16 marks. One topic, 16 marks. You need to give an utmost importance to this unit. So this is about 2 units. Now I would like to wind up this video, close this video, and I would like to send one more video about other units. Okay, take care, be safe.